Hello and welcome to Utkarsh Minds Python for Data Science. Today we will see the third lesson of our Python internship, that is how to use and work with lists. So we will first start our Google Colab notebook. On this we will be writing our Python programs. Here I am clicking on new notebook. Once the notebook is open, I can click connect, and here I am giving the name as lesson number 3. We can understand lists by calling it a collection of different data. So I am creating a list of students. This is the name of the list, students. Square brackets is how we can start with creating a list. And here I am giving the name of the students. So first is Rahul, then Ravi, then Shahrukh. So these are the 3 names of students. Finally, I will print my list by using the print command like this, and it will display the 3 names that are present in this list, students. One more thing I can do is, if I write students index 0, so this will give me the first name, because as I said in the previous video, Python counting begins from 0. Similarly, we can go ahead and click on the other values also, 1, 2 and 3. So this is giving me the different values present in the list. If I go ahead, then this will give me an error because there are only 3 and this is out of range. This happens when we select or index an element out of range. Negative indexing is also possible. -1 will give us the last, and from -1 we can go one step towards the first position. If we want to display all elements, then we can just write colon here, that will display all the elements. If we want to display only the first and the second, then I will write colon 2. That means it can also be written as a starting point is by default 0. So if you don't mention a starting point, it will take as 0, and you will get, even if you write 0:2 or without any 0, just :2, it is having the same meaning. Let us have one more list, teachers, and I will call it Ravi and Sachin and Viraj. Okay, so this is one more list. Which has 3 names. What will happen if we use the plus operator? So if I do something like this, students plus teachers, in that case what will happen is the first list and the second list will be joined and a new list will be created, which will be bigger. Now we have one list called numbers. Let it contain 1, 2, 3, and suppose I am adding that with 4, 5, 6. In that case, what should happen? It will create a concatenation also of the list. One more thing is possible. Suppose I write numbers multiplied by 2. You will see that it has doubled, it has created the list with itself. It has concatenated the list with itself. Suppose I write in this way, numbers, the first position is multiplied by 2, or just I will write the first position should become 7, and now I am displaying my list. So the first position you can see is 7, 2, 3, and not 1 2 3, because in this operation the number 7 has replaced the first position. One more operation very useful when we deal with lists is the append operation. Suppose I write 1000 and then I print my list using the print command. When I execute, it is showing me the number 1000 joined at the end of the list. If I want to assign the values of this list to variables, I can write it in this way, and then I can print A, B, C and D. So you will see that A has become 7, B has become 2, C has become 3 and D has become 1000. So the list has 4 numbers. I am assigning them to 4 variables to store their values, and now these 4 variables have the corresponding index of the list. One more operation that is useful is if I want to remove all the elements of that list, I will simply write a blank list here like this. Now when I see what is there in the list, it is a null list. One more operation that is useful when it comes to list is the calculating the length of the list. So I am having a list, I give it the name dummy, I will store numbers in it, and I will display what is the length of that list dummy. It has 4 elements, so the length is 4. One more useful operation is when there are 2-dimensional lists, sometimes called matrices. 2-dimension list means I will give it a name 2D list. So there is a list here with a list inside it. There is a list with of lists, you can say. So I will give a comment here, list of lists, and when I am displaying, it is showing me that this has 2 elements. Now say I am indexing the first element of the list, so 0 index. It is giving me the list. Now I am accessing the element inside the first element, so 0 and let me say 2. So from the 0th index, which is this list, extract the 3rd index, which is the number 3. You can see that it has given the number 3. How I got it? Because this 0 is element 1 2 3 and 0 2 stands for the 3rd element in the list 1 2 3. So that is the number 3, because that is the 3rd element over here. That's it about lists. There are many more operations that we can do with lists. We will see them in the next video. So keep practicing all this and we will see you very soon in the next video. Thank you.